Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Naija News series. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up and leave your comments. I hope you had a lovely weekend. APES Igbo Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze To yesterday threw its support behind the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, saying it is the turn of the Southeast to produce the next Nigerian president. Ohanaeze said that going by the principles of rotation and zoning of power in Nigeria, which has been in existence since 1999, it is the turn of the Southeast of Nigeria to produce the president in 2023. The group said its resolve for the 2023 general election has been consistent and very clear, without any form of equivocation whatsoever. In a related development, Chief Charles Odiogaranya, a former presidential aspirant in the 2019 general elections, has warned Nigerians to prepare to live in poverty, concrete hardship, and acute economic austerity if they fail to vote for the right candidate in 2023. Meanwhile, Nigerian students have vowed to mobilize 10 million votes across the country for the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, in the 2023 presidential election. The news in details. It is the Southeast turn, Ohanaeze. According to a statement by Dr. Chiedozie Alex Ogbonia, National Publicity Secretary of Ohanaeze worldwide, has canvassed to various eminent persons in Nigeria, seeking their support for the president from the Southeast come 2023. We are delighted by the responses from various groups and highly placed patriotic Nigerians. Ohanaeze works in collaboration with the Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum, SMBLF, comprising the Afenifere, Pandef, Middle Belt leaders, and Ohanaeze led by an elder statesman, Chief E.K. Clark. The group, in its quest for Nigerian unity, peace, and sustainable national development, has endorsed Mr. Peter Obi as their candidate for the 2023 general elections. Therefore, on the Southern and Middle Belt Leader Forum SMBLF endorsement, we stand most irrevocably. On the other hand, Ohanaeze took a commodity to the market and the world is clamoring for it. We are rather very excited, happy and fulfilled that Nigeria is now in full possession of the commodity. The President General of Ohanaeze worldwide, Ambassador Professor George Obiozo, explained that Obi has filled what could have been a very sad gap. Therefore, Obi represents the Nigerian conscience, moral probity, generational hope, redemption epiphany, and above all, the Igbo collective unconscious. The philosophy of Ohanaeze worldwide finds a cogent expression in the symbol of Nigerian unity and a beacon of hope as epitomized by Mr. Peter Obi. The statement added that Ohanaeze's support for Obi is not only based on equity and justice, but also on merit, competence, a track record of accomplishments, and the veritable ideas that Obi espouses for a better Nigeria. A lot has been said that the Labour Party, especially as it concerns Obi, has no structure. It needs to be pointed out that the Obi movement is a massive, disruptive reaction against the deplorable Nigerian pathologies. People use the Obi phenomenon to express dissatisfaction with the status quo. It is a revolt against injustice, poverty, unemployment, corruption, and all forms of vicious circles that have become the trademark of Nigeria. In other words, every revolution is a structural change. What the Obi movement stands for is to dismantle or change whatever structure has brought us to this intractable tragedy and reprehensible denouncement, the structure that has been a knee on the neck of Nigerians. Importantly, ideas rule the world. Ideas, as you know, possess the potency to develop into an ideology, a movement, and finally to a structure. Lastly, the impotent debate on the structure has long been overwhelmed and wrested by the recent events in Nigeria. Ohanaeze further stated that the double endorsement by the Afenifere, one faction to Obi and the other to Tinubu, is a repeat of history. Even in the kingdom of God, there was a faction. One represents light, truth, equity, justice, reasonableness, and a bright future, while the other represents the very opposites. But surely, history will always vindicate the just. Severe suffering awaits Nigerian Udio Garanya. The former APC chieftain warning came barely 72 hours after the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) disclosed that 133 million Nigerians are multidimensionally poor, a status that exceeds the World Bank projection on Nigeria. In a release yesterday in Abuja, the politician warned the Nigerian electorate who are not taking the issues of electing a credible leader seriously to have a rethink about imminent severe sufferings and poverty-related deaths that will envelope Nigeria if they fail to elect Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election. The ex-presidential aspirant urged Nigerians to jettison the All Progressive Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidates as birds of the same feather, and men who have passed their time and should give way for Nigeria to survive if they mean well for the country. The politician concluded by saying, if we do not walk away from APC and PDP presidential candidates, they will walk 99.9% of us into abject poverty with severe suffering. Nigerian students vow to mobilize 10 million votes for Peter Obi. The students who met under the aegis of Student Obi Dati Network (SON) in Awka at the weekend during the inauguration of the Southeast Zonal and State Executive members of the network insisted that never again would they elect any government that would jeopardize their academic growth and development like in the last strike by the Academic Staff Union of University, ASU. The network consists of the current and former executive members of students, youth leadership, including Students' Union Government, SUG, the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, and the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, among others. The inauguration in Awka attracted students from universities, polytechnics, colleges of education, and other institutions of learning across the 5 states in the southeast. The National Coordinator of Students Obi Data Network, Comrade Kenneth Okeke, said Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed aspiration had taken Nigeria by storm, adding that obedient students were 100% prepared to mobilize 10 million votes for the SON structure across the 6 geopolitical zones to man the states, local government, wards, and the polling units. According to him, the purpose of setting up the Student Obi Dati Network in all the states of the Federation and school campuses was to have foot soldiers who would be spreading the message of hope and redemption, which Peter Obi and Dati Ahmed represents. Okeke said, "We are poised in deepening the conversation of domesticating the deployment and penetration of Students Obi Dati Network in the tertiary institutions through voters' education to boot mobilization, awareness, and sensitization campaign in all the polling units within and around campuses across the nation. Our resolve to support the Obi Dati agenda is born out of the consistency between his words and his antecedents. While holding sway as governor of Anambra State and his intellectual disposition towards the challenges facing Nigeria, Obi, during his consultation and campaign across the North and the South, has always dealt with issues, and he has cited the vast land of the North as the new oil well of Nigeria, and his thoughts on changing the sharing formula to production formula. That is the news for now, guys. Please stay tuned to our channel for the latest Nigerian news as it ought. Until next time, bye.